Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl Jordan. I'm with Tamieko Foster, the president of Miss Black Pasadena Mentorship and Scholarship Pageant. So, when I first started in pageants, I'm not gonna lie, I was so nervous. I saw a newspaper and I was like, let me just try doing a pageant. And so that's what kind of got me into pageantry. So I wanted to start off this interview asking you what made you want to get into pageantry.
Well, I've never been in a pageant in my life. I've spent the last 10 years as a hairstylist and, working on the outside of people. And I really wanted to just find some purpose and work on the inside of people, especially young women, because I know what it's like being a young teen girl, especially a black girl, with all the stereotypes and influences that can be, placed upon you. So this is my passion, just working with young women and allowing them that space to feel beautiful and feel appreciated.
So currently with all the, Miss USAs like Deshauna Barber wearing her hair natural, like what do you think about that now that, pageantry has gone a step in, the right direction in my sense? What do you think about like girls now accepting their natural hair and wearing them in pageants?
Yeah, it's so funny that, the natural thing is so trendy, but I feel like it's the best trend that could happen for us, because now we're seeing that we can be ourselves. We can be beautiful just the way we are. We don't have to always have additions or cover up or feel like we're not good enough. We're beautiful just the way we are. And I'm so glad that it's being televised and, just kind of broadcasted worldwide that we are beautiful.
Well, you need to preach more to me. Well, also one of my other questions was, recently with a lot of people think pageants are just all about photo shoots and they're all about fashion shows, but I like to think that they're more than that. What do you think about people thinking that pageants are just about that?
I think times are changing. I think that was the cliche, or that was, kind of the stigma around it. And so I made sure to emphasize that this was mentor and scholarship. So we're really pouring into the girls. We're really investing into them. And some girls don't have, a typical family where they get advice from mom or dad. And, I was one of those girls. And so I was so grateful for the people that came in my life and poured into me. And so I'm just grateful that we can be here and be a vessel and, just allow the girls the opportunity to get some wisdom and some knowledge,
I feel you. What is there's so many pageant systems out there. What makes Miss Black Pasadena different from all the other pageant systems? What do the girls kind of, do in their day-to-day, being a winner of Miss Pasadena?
So what we did was, I didn't want to just do hair, makeup, dress, crown. I really wanted to be intentional about, giving them tools, which is why we have our workshops in the beginning, which is public speaking, goal setting, etiquette, and self-presentation. So really making sure that we highlight that portion, the mentorship portion, and then at the end, almost teasing them a little bit. Now you get the crown, now you get to, put on the dress, do the hair, do the makeup. And then also, my team is so amazing. We're young, we're popping, we're just lit, So this is not a stiff program. The girls are able to come talk to us. We're here to be big sisters to them. So I'm super excited.
That's good. I like to think a lot of women, wear an invisible crown on their head. Do you think women wear an invisible crown on their head?
Amen. Amen. We all have our crown. We all have to daily wake up and remind ourselves how beautiful we are on the inside, on the outside. Know that we can stand tall. Know that whatever challenges come our way, we can push through and walk through life as a queen.
And after having the winners win Miss Black Pasadena, what do you hope that they gain from winning this pageant?
So I have 2 kids of my own, so I know that at this age, a lot of stuff goes in one ear and out the other. And so I just hope that these little nuggets that we've dropped with them, maybe not today, maybe not, next year, but as they're going through their life and their young adulthood, that they say, hey, I remember, having these little jewels that this speaker gave me or this program gave me, and that they use those to make the best decisions and be their best self.
What is the boldest move you've ever had in your career?
This might be it right now. Actually, starting, I remember I have so many pieces of scratch paper with little crowns and roses and stick figure girls. And then here we are today with a whole program with 25 girls, really pouring into them, being mentors. And it's scary and it's been a lot of work, but God has guided us through this whole process and He's just allowed us to be covered. So I'm excited.
Nice. So since we are young, bold, and regal, it's only right that I ask you, what makes you regal?
Oh, that's a good question. What makes me regal? I think my fearlessness. You know, I think sometimes a lot of us have good ideas and we might write them down, but then do we ever implement them? So just my fearlessness to say, hey, if I try and fail, I'd be settled with that as opposed to never trying at all.
That's nice. Well, thank you so much for interviewing. That was fun.
Shout out to Young, Bold, and Ringo.